Okay, as you can see, I've started sanding. I'm going to get as close as I can. You can see this is pretty rough, but I've got it down a little bit in here. Some of those white spots, they still come up even without using accelerator, and they can be difficult to get out. But I'll get this sanded down and we'll go from there. Okay, we're sanded down. I'm not certain if you can see this real good or not. I'm kind of moving things around. I still have a little bit of glue right here, but I'm not going to worry about it yet because I've got this piece right here to set in here. And I wanted you to go ahead and see how I'm marking this with a pencil. This particular piece is pretty large and it's very, very hard to hold it still enough to make the lines that are necessary, but we're going to give her a shot right here. So we're coming along around the edge. Hope you can see. I know that part of it you'll be able to see. I noticed yesterday with the other one, the lights on the router really make it to where you can't see anything at all. I'm going to try maybe holding a little closer by hand for a little while I do this to see if you can see it then. Other than that, I don't know how we're going to show you what I'm doing. See how difficult it is to try and move around on a piece like this here? I lose my place, where I've been, and just the slightest little movement and it throws the whole thing off. I mean, completely. So you've got to be extremely careful as you do this. And then you'll cut right to the line. You need a little bit of extra room, but you'll cut right to the line with your little cutter. Get down there, yeah. You got to get up here. Alrighty. I think I've got the whole thing. Just want to make sure, because it's like this is a one-shot deal here. You get one try at marking it right the first time, and if you don't get it, you can really make a mess of things. So I'd rather overmark it and just go to the line. And I'm getting it a little heavier than I normally would in hopes that this is going to show up on this video for you. Okay, I guess that's not too very bad. I'm having a little trouble with that spot right there. See, the wood color kind of messes with you. Yeah, I got to catch shadow angles. Let's see what happens if I just turn the lights on this for you, because I do want to see how close I need to get anyway before I can see. I don't know if you can see that well or not now. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make some of a pass here, but I'm going to have to move the camera out of the way or it's going to hit this. Once I've got something that's a little more stable, I'll put it back on the video for you. Okay, I don't know if this is going to show up or not. I'm going to get really, really close. The Dremel is turned off right now, but if you can see in there how I'm actually working it, I'm going to kind of move the camera around in hopes that it'll get some good shots of this. I'll try. I'm not very good at editing, so we'll see how that comes out. But that gives you a general idea of what I'm actually trying to do. I don't know how close you can see this, if it's even in focus, but we'll go from there. I'm going to clean this one out, and hopefully this will give you enough information for you to do this yourself. So again, I'm going to try this a little closer. You can see better maybe. Fill with glue, big time. That's a glue. And I'm going to probably use accelerator on this to hurry it up so I can get this piece started. I'm using shellac to finish this guitar, and it just takes forever to finish shellac. So I'd really like to get started on this. Now where'd I, oh, there it is right there in front of my face like usual. Plop that puppy in. This one's going to stand just a little bit proud, but that's okay. Whoop, there we go. I'm going to do it this way. Get the bubbles out. Make sure the edges got plenty. In particular, any openings. You can see these openings pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good gap right in there. But you know, it really isn't going to show. By the time you get done, it just doesn't really show, or people don't notice it. I mean, can you see this? This is all gap. All right? That's all gap. It just comes out okay. That's all I can say. But you can't leave little spots with holes because that just really destroys the finish, and you can't get them filled in later. It just takes so much extra stuff and sanding, and just takes forever. So I'm going to do it this way. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take a little accelerator. I said not to do that all the time. Now I've got a spot here I want to fix first. Accelerator is essentially a water-based product here. It's water that sets this stuff off. Alright, so this is going to get the surface going. I won't be able to do anything on this part for about an hour until it's worked its way down in and cured. But between now and then I can do some of the other items on the edges and so on and go from there. So we'll get back to you when we're putting on some finish and you can really see what it looks like. Okay, time for this to come alive. Isn't that pretty? Wow. And just think, that's a dry coat. Look at that come through. Man, oh man. Yeah, that'll look really good when I got a full finish on there. Thanks for watching.